hang your garlic. Vampires have invaded the Natick Collection. On November 12th, just a little over a week until the Twilight sequel hits theaters, fans have been lining up to celebrate the release, with a special visit from Kellen Lutz, who plays heartthrob Emmett Cullen in the hit saga. And Studio 103 was there to catch all the excitement.
Are you excited?
Yeah! Now, excited.
We've already cried. We're wicked excited. Oh my gosh! I'm so excited.
Fans wept as Kellen was escorted across the floor into Hot Topic for an autograph session. A line of primarily teenage girls wrapped around the hall and out the door. Just 1 week ago, these fans had waited for hours for a bracelet to secure a place in this very line.
From 6 p.m. to 8 a.m.
2.5 hours.
About 5 o'clock in the morning.
20 million hours, I would say.
Sleeping on the floor was worth it, however, when they were ushered in to meet the pop culture superstar.
How was it?
He is awesome.
He was so nice.
Yeah, it was really awesome that he came out and still a little shaky from the whole experience. But
He's so hot. Yeah, I was like, I promised myself I wouldn't push, and yet I'm doing it. He goes, oh, I'm gonna push. I was like,
It felt absolutely awesome. I was in the hospital about 15 minutes ago from anaphylactic shock from getting stung by a bee, and I'm deathly allergic. But I discharged myself so that I could be here and see Emmett, and it was so worth it. He was awesome and he was gorgeous. I'll never forget it.
did you tell him your story?
I did. I got a double high five. A double high five. He looked me right in the eye. Something there.
And now we're going to take you inside to show you what all the madness is about.
get right out. Thank you so much.
Hi, yes. T-shirt. Excited for the movie?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Hi, how are you? Excited for the movie?
Following the autograph session, fans headed over to Nordstrom's for a performance by Hurricane Bells, whose song Monsters is featured on the New Moon soundtrack.
Listen to the words on all that shines, buzzing in your head. Invisible brigades who make you crumble underneath their hands.
After Hurricane Bells performed, the man of the hour took the stage, and fans went crazy.
Kellen's on his way to the stage right now.
The very flirtatious Kellen Lutz began to answer questions about his character, Emmett Cullen, and the fate of Breaking Dawn.
I'm Sam Hilton. Not only did Shannon and I have the opportunity to go to the Natick Collections and interview Kellen Lutz there and see that entire experience, but we got to go into Boston to the Boston Ritz-Carlton and interview him one-on-one at a roundtable discussion with real reporters. Shannon and I got to experience the opportunity of a lifetime, so thank you for tuning in to the New Moon in-depth premiere. I'm Sam Hilton from Millis High School.
Compartmentalize.
I like Jacob as a friend. I don't like him as a intimate person for
Agreed.
Bella.
Okay, well, it's a as I said, it's difficult to go
It's not
just
about looks,
up to New
Christy.
Moon, but
Like many schools across the nation, Millis High School is bloodthirsty. They've fallen victim to the Twilight craze. Here at Millis High School, we have a book group dedicated to the Twilight books by Stephanie Meyer. This specific book group was held, ironically, on Friday the 13th, and it was dedicated completely to New Moon. At this book group, Sam and I told all the Twilight craze fans our experiences with meeting Emmett Cullen, played by Kellen Lutz.
I feel, the other people who were interviewing him asked more questions. They kind of like fed off each other. So we're just like there, like, oh my god, it's him! Pretty much just sitting there. And we got a 2-minute warning, and one of the guys like, let the girls talk, so he turned to us and we asked the question about directors. There's different directors for each movie.
oh, so
So I asked that.
what was the question?
How did you handle the transition between the 3 different directors, or the 2 different directors?
And what was his response to this?
How he said that Catherine did more of an indie movie and that they worked longer hours, like 15-hour days, just to get one scene done. And then how the new guy, Chris, was like, okay, you're gonna come here, do this, you're gonna have a 6-hour day. He's like, all right, let's go to a bar afterwards. It was really cool. He's really sweet.
It was a really, really good experience. Mrs. Mannion worked really, really hard to get us that, and it was an unbelievable opportunity that I obviously will never forget. He was really nice. He was very polite. He was very open. He made you feel comfortable talking to him. He wasn't one of those people. He didn't act superior to you.
Oh, no.
He was very, very down to earth, very laid back.
He had his leg on the chair, just sitting like
He was
this.
eating. He was
like,
making jokes
that's
the
so
entire time.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was just very, very laid back, and he was a really cool person.
I love when you started talking about Kristen, just like, oh, she's my friend, and we see her as, oh my gosh, Kristen Stewart. You know
Yeah,
what
like
I mean?
he was just talking about how he goofs around on the set and how he like obviously sees himself as Emmett, and the fact of how Emmett in the book likes to harass Bella and like make fun of Bella for being human to them and stuff, but like he makes fun of Kristen during scenes and stuff like that, like trying to make her laugh. What we did learn was, as of right now, there is no Breaking Dawn, the movie. They have no contract for it. When they signed the contract, it was for Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse. They're basically going off of he says that all of them want to finish it. They all want to finish it. It's their baby. They really want to make it like what it is. But he said that if New Moon and Eclipse do as well as they perceive them to be doing, then they will probably make it Breaking Dawn. It all just depends on the money, because Breaking Dawn is such a big book that a lot of work's going to be needed to put into it and stuff. So.
Well, I feel like the Boston thing was easier because there's only one person who knew us, Sarah, from Summit, and then when we get to Natick, there was a lot of different people. There's this one person. There's a woman named Phyllis trying to like organize everything.
What I did was we got to go in when he was signing autographs. We had like supposedly a 2-minute
thing that turned into like a 15-second. Okay, guys, get out.
Yeah.
Like, really?
We just got to like film him so we could get like a shot of him like signing autographs and stuff.
Hi, I'm Bridget.
And I'm Jen.
And we just got to the AMC Theater. We're about to go see the advanced screening of New Moon.
2 days before everyone else.
Jealous? Here we go!
Have a regular Coke and a regular Sprite with a large popcorn.
Bridget, what are you getting?
Watermelon Sour Patch Kids and a small Sprite. Sour Patch Kids. Go Twilight! Jacob.
Team Jacob.
Team Edward and Jacob.
We just saw New Moon and it was intense. It was so amazing.
Crazy.
I remember crying, to laughing my head off, to anger,
To crying.
and crying.